Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We only have a few days left of the vlog challenge. Super pumped, it's been going great. Today is the 28th day of this challenge, it's Monday. Today we have another work video going on. I'm gonna teach you guys how I've been creating my thumbnails for YouTube for all these videos that I've been doing for the last 28 days. Now a thumbnail is kind of that preview image, that first picture that you see when you go to my YouTube channel, all the pictures that you're seeing to kind of give you an idea of what the video is about when you're scrolling through the YouTube app on your phone and you're seeing all those preview images and stuff. That is called a thumbnail. And I'm going to teach you guys, if you're interested in starting out your own YouTube channel, how to make one of those, what you're looking for when you want to make one of those, and kind of the whole reasoning behind it, and then my little process, the couple different apps that I use, and my thought process behind it. So thumbnail is the most important thing, I would say, besides obviously the content that is in the video, but some people argue the thumbnail is even more important than that, because if you can't get people to click on your video, then it doesn't matter what they're watching after they click on the video. So you want to get people to be able to click on your video. If you've ever heard the term clickbait, they're referring to the thumbnail. People do clickbait thumbnails where it's something that might not even happen in the video, or not even relative, or some little tiny piece of the video that they're exploiting, that's gonna be what the whole video is about. And it's just to kind of get your attention, grab your attention, and get you to click on the video and get you in there and watch the content that's being created. So let's dive in. I'm gonna screen record on my computer, kind of my thought process and how I go about making my thumbnails. All right, so I'm actually gonna quickly go through my YouTube channel and just kind of show you what my YouTube channel looks like and the thumbnails that I've been creating. So you can see here, they are very vibrant. The texts have color to them. It's my face is in the video, so you know they're my videos. And then in the background or next to me is whatever the video is about, along with the title. So like this one, I Got Lost. You can tell that I'm in a corn maze. This hole-in-one video, we're on a golf course. And I Love Being a Dad, I'm holding my daughter. And Watch This Now, I kind of blurred out this video. It was the movie The Social Dilemma, but I blurred out the poster for that so that you would click on the video and figure out what I'm talking about. Debates, so I have me kind of questioning what are the debates between these couple products. A lot of fun ones here. The wedding one, the What Is This? I'm holding up a blue jug of margarita mix. I Can Bake, it's me in an apron, I'm baking. Dad Jokes, I'm laughing. Don't Mow Your Lawn, me in a lawnmower. I'm So Tired, I kind of darkened out my eyes. Favorite Beer, again, I'm holding up the case of beer with a question mark on it. $600,000 house, I'm standing behind a house with a shocked face. So if you look at all these, they're all colorful text. The text is just a clip of the title or something that goes along with a video theme. Let's say, for instance, $600,000 house. That was me kind of promoting my father-in-law is selling his house. So I took a picture in front of his house, $600,000. People want to know what that looks like inside of a big expensive house like that. So even though that was only 30-45 seconds of the video, the whole video was a vlog about me on a family trip and golfing and doing all this fun stuff, but that was the hook to kind of get people in, and that's one of my most viewed videos for this this challenge. Vlogging for 30 days straight, unusual workplace. So all these are, and I would say the biggest kind of hint, and some of these thumbnails are good and some are not so good. I would say it's smart to plan out your thumbnail. We're gonna create today's thumbnail. I'm gonna show you how to do that. That's gonna be me creating a thumbnail. I would say the best way to plan out a thumbnail is actually take a picture. When you upload your video to YouTube, they kind of pick a few frames that you can use one of those, or you can just grab a frame from your video and make that as your thumbnail. But I would say it's even better to think about what your video is about, what the attention grabber is, and take a picture with that idea in mind. So like the quarantine haircut fail that I did with my dad, that was a vlog about me cutting my dad's hair and a couple other things throughout the day. I took my brother's engagement pictures and stuff. We watched some football. In that video, I planned out that ahead of time of me holding the razor blade against my dad's head and my dad doing a shocked face. Like, we planned that out. I could have just grabbed a picture of my dad while I was cutting his hair, but that wouldn't have grabbed as much attention when I put oh shit on the thumbnail with me holding the razor to my dad's head. That was attention grabbing. I planned that out ahead of time. So that would be my tip number one, is plan ahead. Like after you edit the video, what's your video about? Take a picture rather than just grabbing a random frame. So that's what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna make a thumbnail for this video. I'm gonna show you how to do that. We're gonna, kind of the idea behind it is how to create a thumbnail on YouTube for your YouTube channel. So I'm gonna be holding my computer and we'll have the YouTube logo. I'll Photoshop it on the computer and me like pointing at it like, check this out. So we're gonna do that right now. We'll take a picture of me doing that. So I'm gonna frame myself up here. We'll move you guys a little bit. Camera here. Want to leave room for the text. So the text will be going up here. We'll have the YouTube logo here, me on the side of the frame. And there we go. Okay, so I will grab that frame from here. Again, I planned this out. So let me pause the camera quick and we'll grab that frame. All right, so I actually do a lot of my thumbnails, a majority of my thumbnails right in Final Cut Pro, which is the editing software that I use. I did a whole video about Final Cut Pro, kind of the basics and all that. You guys can check out that video right here. I think it's a really informational video, especially for beginners. People are starting out on YouTube and starting to create the channel and figure out best ways to improve your videos. It's a really good video, so I would check it out. All right, so we got Final Cut Pro opened up. I'm going to scroll through and get the frame of the video we just shot. So right there, I'm gonna cursor over and file, share, save current frame. So like I said, I do a majority of my thumbnails in Final Cut Pro, just because I'm familiar with the process, the texts, and I like the variety that you can do in color grading and all that stuff. A lot of people use Photoshop. I use Photoshop if I'm doing some editing with the picture itself, cropping me out, cutting me out, or doing some more advanced editing. If you're doing basic stuff, I just do it right in Final Cut Pro. So I'll just show you quickly. So like on, there's a couple of them here. Like this one, what is Labor Day? So I cut out my head in Photoshop and then imported that. For the tennis YouTube channel that I work for, I do a lot of cropping or cutting out in Photoshop and kind of changing, masking colors and things like that. So we got our frame imported here. So that first screen recording that I did, I'm actually going to import that in and export the frame of my YouTube channel from there and use that on my computer. So actually, first thing I'm going to do is frame up what I want the thumbnail to look like. So we're going to zoom in here. I'm going to be on the left side of the frame. Zoom in a little bit more. And text will go up here, probably drop that down a little bit, leave some more room for texts, and bring in this, transform, rotate, shrink, and it looks like it's actually need to distort it a little bit. I was holding my computer at a little bit of an angle. So we're just going to go to the top of the frame. No, that doesn't make sense. Don't do that. So I'm just distorting my thumbnail to make it fit on my computer a little bit better, so it looks more natural. It looks pretty good actually. And I'm going to brighten up my image and face a little bit because my composition wasn't that good. So you just edit the colors a little bit. You want to have your thumbnails got to be bright. Well, also depending on your mood, but your thumbnails got to be bright, grab attention. Again, people are gonna be scrolling through YouTube and they're only gonna click on something that grabs their attention. So I'm gonna bring up the saturation, make myself pop, but I don't want to be pink, so we're just gonna take out the pink a little bit. Again, these are very advanced things. A lot of people don't do these, but I'm going to bring myself down a little bit. And then I always add, so that looks pretty good. Now to add the text, I'm actually gonna share this frame now that the computer is merged with myself, now that I got the frame in there. That way I can edit that frame and adjust the colors to that. After working for the tennis channel for a while, we've realized how important thumbnails are, and sometimes it's good to have lots of texts and colors and stuff. And we also do, let me just pull up our tennis YouTube channel here quick. So we have lots of colorful thumbnails. We have thumbnails with zero text at all. It's all kind of with Ian's face in certain ways. Different emotions and reactions, fancy thumbnails with cutouts, colors. It's a variety, but we know what we want that video to, what kind of attention we're trying to grab. So and it's all trial and error. We've replaced thumbnails and redone titles lots of times, so you got to kind of find out what works for your channel and your audience and what people are looking for, and go from there. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. So we got this frame back in here. Now I'm going to add the titles. So thumbnails, we're going to line up right on top of the computer. Probably shrink that a little bit. And then the how-to doesn't have to be as big. What angle was that? So I'm adjusting the angle of my text to kind of line up with the computer, so it's kind of all in unison. Alright, so I got the text in there. I couldn't quite get it the way I wanted to, but that looks pretty good actually. Now the last thing I'm going to do is what I call, it's called masking. So I'm going to mask around myself and the computer. It's a color mask which drops out the highlights behind the text so that the text kind of looks, has a darker background behind it and stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to put this mask around myself and drop the exposure. So as you can see, it's darkening everything besides myself. And then I'm going to add another one. Make it the shape of the laptop. And bring it around the computer. Click away so you guys can see how that. Now, just so you can see the difference, it goes from that to that. See how that color mask makes a difference? The text stands out a lot more and it highlights myself and the computer. So that actually looks pretty good. The last thing I'm gonna do is shrink this down. It's actually pretty impressive. I forget the exact numbers, but it's like 70% of people watch YouTube content on their phone rather than a desktop. So you gotta make your thumbnails visible from a time, like the thumbnails on phones. Let me see if I can pull up the YouTube app and show you what the thumbnails look like. So these are the size of the thumbnail that are on, like see all these are thumbnails, so they're relatively small. And when you go to someone's channel, like let's just go to my channel, they're even this small when you're on someone's actual channel. So when you're scrolling through the channel, the thumbnails are relatively small, but you can see how myself and the text stand out to grab people's attention. I'm doing that intentionally, and the way to do that is when you're in your editor or whatever, shrink down the size, make it really small, so that you can, let me see, I'll show you the comparison here. So I'm looking at my computer versus the phone, so I shrunk it down. I can't really shrink it down anymore, but you kind of get the idea. Rather than looking at it either full screen or like this bigger, you want to shrink it down so you can see what it looks like from as a small thumbnail, and that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna export that. That's gonna be our thumbnail for the video that you're watching right now. Hopefully it grabbed your attention and got you to watch the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna be doing lots more of these kind of tutorial videos, especially after this vlog challenge is done, so I appreciate the support. And I'm just a new YouTuber starting out, trying to help other YouTubers and creators grow and kind of share my experiences. Before I did this challenge, that was kind of my whole goal, is to just share experiences of myself and help other creators who are along the same journey of life and starting YouTube channels and being creators. And I'm a photographer and videographer as my career, so if any of that interests you, please consider hitting that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. If anyone is interested in starting their own YouTube channel, I'd be happy to help you out and answer any questions, and make sure you watch a lot more of these videos. They'll help you along your way. So thanks again. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to get out there and keep discovering.